What's up? It's me again. I'm here with my sister.
Hey guys!
So before we even get started in today's video, we want to give you a little backstory on us and our family. So in January of 2011, our family was ambushed with the extreme home makeover for South Carolina. Now I know what you're thinking. You didn't know that we got the house, and that's okay because a lot of people don't know that we got the house.
I mean, we just look so different now.
Yes.
I mean, like, you're still like fat. So.
And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video, talking about Sophia being very, very sick to being healthy, Izzy and her skateboards to golfing.
Yeah,
and,
big change.
Yeah, and me going from cup stacking to picking up makeup brushes. So how about you come spend a little time with me and Izzy as we take you through the past 8 years of our life. So we're going to go ahead and start with Sophia. A very big reason why we got the house was because Sophia was allergic. She was allergic.
No, it wasn't allergic. Black mold doesn't do good to anybody. So she was just like, she has a very weak immune system.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what she's like there. I was always sick. It was because of the black mold in our house, which is why we got the house.
Yeah. Well, a reason that we got the house.
Yeah.
Sophie and, I mean, we were kind of all sick all the time.
We were always sick, yeah.
But after we got the house, thanks to all of you for coming together as a community and building us.
Almost 5,000 people? 4,000?
Yeah. So after we got the house, Sophia started doing beauty pageants and eventually was featured on Toddlers and Tiaras. Once we got the news that she was going to be featured on Toddlers and Tiaras, I was super excited because I love like all the pageant world, glamour, fashion, everything that sits right in my heart. I mean, hello. And after the show, she decided that pageants really wasn't her thing anymore, and not because of the show.
I mean, like, a lot of people do like grow out of it because like I did pageants whenever I was younger and obviously grew out of it, so.
Some people want change,
yeah.
And now Sophia has moved on to acting. She used to cheer with me for a few years, and now she's going on to acting and plays, movies, etc.
She also does ballroom dancing.
Oh, dancing! Yeah, she does do dancing.
That's a thing.
Yeah, hello. we used to ballroom dance though.
We did in Savannah. That is right. Oh my God, he still has my Hannah Montana mixtape. He still has it. I don't have it.
We will throw up Sophia's IMDb page, and you can just check her out, check out her photos, check out all the projects that she's been in.
And she's actually working on a big one right now.
She is.
A big one, yeah. So we're both very proud of her, yeah.
Super proud, oh my gosh. So I guess we're going to talk about you.
Yeah, alright, so whenever we first got the house, we got these free golf lessons with a pair of golf clubs for everyone that not everybody used, but me, my stepdad, and my oldest brother Grant, we all used those. And whenever we were doing a lesson, the golf pro was like, whoa, stop, and then took a video and showed my stepdad and was like, wow, like she could be something. Mm-hmm. And then knowing my mom, she was like, all right, sis, you're gonna do this.
Yeah.
In 9th grade, I decided to get homeschooled because I could be on the golf course for much longer than 2 to 3 hours, so I could be on there for 8 to 7. After working so hard and doing all of this, I eventually made it on a cover of a magazine, which he did my makeup. That looked horrible. No, I'm just kidding. T.
I actually did her makeup for that magazine, and I was super proud of it. I was kind of annoyed because the photo shoot was so early, and I had no idea what this photo shoot was for until after school that day. And once I knew what it was for, then I was like, okay, yeah, like I was excited to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the fact that I made the cover, like, no one was expecting that. Whenever we woke up, I went over to the photographer, and she's like, we're gonna try to go for the cover. And we were just joking. I was like, oh, alright, yes, let's do it. And then, well,
it happened.
It happened. So I first want to say thank you to everybody that worked for Beaufort Lifestyle, the magazine, because that was
a big change.
It really opened a lot of doors for me, so thank you. So now I am working my way to go to the LPGA and eventually go to the Olympics. That is like my big dream, is to go to the Olympics. So.
And she talked about that a lot in her magazine, so if you have a magazine or you want to read more on Izzy, you can look for the Beaufort Lifestyle magazine for, what issue was it, October? November?
September. The sports issue, so.
So look for that around town?
Or you could go online and
look at it online.
It's long. I've read it only once because I'm blind in one eye, so it's hard to read.
So if you want to know more about her journey to the LPGA, just go find it online.
Read. So enough talking about me, I guess we can talk about you. I mean, no one really cares.
I mean, nobody really cares. I ain't talking about myself.
Really?
That's a first.
It is, but he's lying. Go ahead.
Okay, fine, whatever. I guess I'm talking about myself. So after we got the house, I realized that club staffing was not for me, and neither was my room. I changed my room completely.
Where did you know?
I changed my room completely. I used to have my name on my wall. My walls used to be like orange and blue and crazy colors, and that wasn't for me. So I went ahead and changed it to make it more of my personality. And from there on, I slowly started to figure out who I really was as a human being and my passion for makeup. I have been doing makeup for how long? Like 3 to 5 years?
35, yeah.
Not only on myself, but also on other people. I love makeup. I love everything about it. It is a true passion of mine. I love it, and I could definitely see me doing this in the long run.
Oh yeah.
On top of doing makeup, I am also an all-star cheerleader. I have been doing that for like 3 to 4 years, and I want to give a huge thank you to All-Star Panthers for bringing me under your wing, accepting me for who I am, and just letting me perform and wear makeup as a boy. And I also am a senior in high school. Only have 5 more months left.
Oh my god, that's scary.
I know.
I'm not ready to be home by myself.
I'm excited, but
You're not even.
I have applied to many colleges. A college that I want to get into and pray on getting into is College of Charleston. Extreme Home Makeover gave each child a full-rate scholarship at College of Charleston. And I would be the only one using it as of right now because my brother went in the military, the other one didn't use it, and I'm next in line, and Izzy would be after me.
Yeah.
But I mean, if she makes like the Olympics, she doesn't even need to go to college.
I mean, I've definitely considered going to College of Charleston, but there's other schools that have great golf teams, like the University of Arizona is number 1, I believe, right now. So, but if I go to the LPGA, I mean, college is after.
And if you're a child, if you're just watching this in general, just know that high school is only 4 years long, and make sure you live your high school years to your fullest because it will come to an end. And I'm just now realizing that, like, my emotions are all messed up, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't want high school to end, but I do, and I am ready to go on to the next chapter of my life. And a big part of our life is probably 5 years ago, whenever we came out of the closet as gay. I mean, you couldn't tell, but...
Was it 5 years ago?
It was, because I got my tattoo in honor of 5 years coming out. As brother and sister, as 2 gay people, just know that if your parents think you're weird, if your parents don't love you, just know we love you, and we want you to be exactly who you want you to be, no matter what.
And it does get better. If your parents aren't accepting, and or whatever the case may be, it does get a lot better.
Yeah, it does get a lot better. And if your parents are just, like, stupid and, like, closed-minded, then, honey, just wait till you graduate high school.
And you get to move on with your life, yeah.
Alan, one last thing, our house is actually haunted, like, for real. Like, literally, today, whenever I was home alone, whenever you're at the golf course, I kept on hearing something downstairs, and it wasn't Coco, our dog. It was literally something, and all the time I hear something.
We were literally on the golf course today, and Mom was like, I see someone. I was like, Mom, no one's there. She's like, there's someone there wearing, like, aqua, like a teal. Like your nose. Ugly. I don't like those.
You don't?
No.
They literally match this. But anyways, yeah, no, our house is actually haunted, like, for real. I always hear stuff outside of my door.
But so was our old house.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, our house is haunted, like, pictures fly across the, like, the whole entire, like, room,
We
house.
can't, like, have, like, if something's hanging on the wall, we can put it straight, but we will come back and it's not straight. Like, there's something right there that's not even straight. And I know that, like, I put that straight because it bothers me.
Mm-hmm. And we literally wake up and go downstairs, and all the cabinets are open.
Like, you know the little Alexa things?
Yeah, like you both have an Alexa?
Yeah, we both have. Well, I haven't had mine plugged in for a year now.
Oh, honey, mine is in my drawer because I'm not playing.
No, mine's in my desk because around 3 o'clock, I had my friend spend the night, and it just kept going off at 3. Like, every night for maybe 2 weeks, I was like, no. Like,
yeah, mine just goes off. Like, mine just goes off. And, like...
Thank you. Next.
When I'm sleeping, I have to have a fan just for the noise, because, like, I get so paranoid, like, because when I don't have a fan, I hear stuff. Like, I just hear, like, creaks and cricks and cracks in the house, and, like, the house is done settling 8 years later, right?
Oh yeah, and I mean, it's in an old house, so, like, that's only, like, that was the excuse we were telling ourselves whenever we were younger, like, whenever we first moved, it's like, oh, it's a new house, it's settling. 3 years ago, oh, it's a new house, it's still settling. 5 years, still settling. We're 8.
Honey, it's 8 years later. Yeah. It's done. The concrete is done.
It's settled.
Now we want to talk about our experience on the actual TV show, not just getting the house. So we were ambushed at a conference call with our stepdad, who was deployed at the time and overseas. They had us walking outside.
We literally had no idea. Like thinking back to like that whole day, it's like we had no idea. But I mean, it was kind of weird how like they took our phones.
Did they?
Yeah, they took Mom's phone and stuff because
Can I tell you, it was crazy. Like, the whole entire day moved by so quick. It was crazy.
Like, it was like we were looking at the bus, good morning, Dickens family, and then next thing you know, we're outside talking to Todd and the HG Builders team, and then leaving for Disney. Which, matter of fact, we were the first family to take the bus to Disney.
Yeah, because they all flew and my mom was to fly.
My mom, yeah.
If you ever wondered what it was like to be on a TV show, it is crazy. I had no idea.
It's like boom. It's very like things got to be done. Like there's no like really playing around. But it was. We had a great. I had a great experience.
I loved it. Oh my god! Like it was so crazy that I loved it because there was like cameras everywhere. You had microphones. Like there's so much goes into making it like a show. It is
like,
ridiculous.
Like whenever we were in Disney, like all of the attention was like on us.
I know. Like back then I didn't like it because I was like ugly. But like now, honey,
I loved it because like I really thought I was like hot stuff.
I thought I was famous. Oh my god.
Like we would go on a roller coaster and the producer, or I don't know who it would be. They were like, okay, everybody put their hands down. Like if you put your hands down, you could write it one more time. You remember that? To film just us and our hands out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was Rock and Roller Coaster actually.
Yep, it was something like that. Or,
yeah.
No, it was the mountain one, I think.
Oh yeah, it was the mountain because we were like little things. But I think I loved it.
And coming home, driving in the limo up to our house, seeing, because like in the limo they had them blacked out. It wasn't just tinted, it was full on black.
You couldn't see anything out, but like stepping out of the limo and just seeing like
you can see on the one side, like you can see.
Yeah, but we're like coming around the house. You could
I know, I loved it because I saw there were so many people there.
I know, like all the people that came out to like support, and like our family who like doesn't even live like in South Carolina.
I know.
Came to support, and then looking back at our pictures, like all my friends who I wasn't even friends with then, or like I was friends with them, like seeing all the supporters and just everybody who volunteered, all of them.
I was literally in 4th grade. In my 4th grade class, walked from Beaufort Middle to my house to watch us.
It's like a 5-minute walk.
I mean, so like the whole entire class in 4th grade, and that's like a big move. That's like a big step. And I cannot forget it. As soon as we got out the limo and we moved the bus, or we got out the limo and we conference call with Bill, and he started moving the bus, or he started saying to move the bus, I got the chills because I was so nervous.
I don't know what, like, we were nervous. Like,
I was literally, I was like, oh my god, I really hope I do not hate this house. Like, I mean, anything, I don't want to feel sorry, but like anything, literally anything was better back. And so I literally just put my head down. I put my head down, like they cried, but I was laughing because I was so excited to have, yes. There is a picture, I'll put it up right now. There is a picture of my head down.
No, laughing, your head was in Brianna's arms.
Mm-hmm.
No, like I actually, I cried because like it was like the whole week was just so emotional, and I mean I was 8, but for being 8, I was so like I was in a grown person state.
Ah, you were 8! Oh my god! I had to throw up some pictures.
I was 8, but I like honestly felt like I was hot stuff. But it was so emotional because one like experienced that. I feel like Bill should have been there with us.
Yeah.
And it sucked that he wasn't. But I mean, duty calls. I guess that's what they say, right? In the military, duty calls.
I serve. I don't know.
Yeah, no, but like it was just so emotional, and like my mom kept crying, and I was 8, so I didn't know why she was crying. So if she cried, I cried.
It was honestly an amazing experience. I will never forget it in my whole entire life.
I don't think anybody could take me of that memory.
No one, nothing. It was just crazy, like how everything happened and we had no idea. It was honestly crazy, and I loved every second of it. I love you all that came out and watched. And
I mean, like we got the reveal, like we saw the house like earlier in the day. We weren't able to move to the house like that night. We had to wait till the next day.
We had to stay in a hotel.
But we were able to stay around the house and watch.
Hang out, eat pizza. It was fun.
But we were staying like out here, and I was still seeing people. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and people were still there.
They were just outside watching, and I was like, hey, like it's time to go home.
But like also like a little photo shoot of like skating.
Yeah. And we had interviews to do, and literally a week after we got the house, we still had interviews. Mm-hmm. And it was fun because we had a showing downtown, like a big screen and everything, and I was surprised at how many of y'all came out.
A lot of people came, like whenever like it aired in February, maybe not, May, and a lot of people were there. But like even like after you said like a week later, we saw interviews. I mean like the girl that was giving my interview, like I had her in tears. But like they barely showed any of my interview, which annoyed me because I remember word for word because like I was in tears. I was bawling my eyes out in that interview, and I made her cry. And she was like, okay, we're done with this because like I can't keep crying and my makeup's
honey, oh my god, honey. So when I was 11, during interviews, I saw mom getting makeup put on. I was like, oh, like I think I need my hair done. Like I think I need some powder or something. So she literally put powder on me, and they showed 2 seconds of the clip. Roll the tape.
This is so cool.
What
What do you think?
I love it.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yes.
You got your bed made out of cups, right? One of the coolest things, check this out right here. Cup blinds.
Oh, wow. Holly did a very good job in my room. It was so cool.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's all for this video.
Yeah, we have one more last thing to say. We want to say thank you ABC, thank you Extreme Home Makeover, and most importantly, thank you and all the 4,000 plus people that came together in our community not knowing that it would change our lives forever.
Yeah, and like a special thank you to Todd Hawk and the H2 Builders. They
showed out on this one.
They did a number on this house.
I think Ty has one last thing to say.
Welcome home, Dickinson family. Welcome home.